In this video, I'll be sharing with you how you can open an Interactive Brokers account from Canada. So you want to go to interactivebrokers.ca. The link will be in the description of this video. Now once you're on the website, just select Open Account and select Start Application. Here, provide your email address, a username, a password, confirm your password and ensure Canada is selected, then select Create Account. Go ahead and check your email to confirm your email address. So let's confirm email and let's go back to the application. So here, select the type of brokerage account that you want. You can choose between individual, retirement account, tax-free savings account, first home savings, or a giant account. So I'm going to select individual account. Then scroll down. Are you opening a trust account? Select what best applies. Are you opening an advisor account? Right? For example, a family account type for an individual, right? This one for someone who will manage accounts up to 5 family members and not charge a fee. Are you opening a professional investment advisor account, right? This one is for professional, so this wouldn't apply to you. Or family office type. Now this is for companies that solely manage investment assets of a single family office. Again, if it applies to you, then you select what applies. For institutional account, these are like business accounts, introducing brokers, and hedge fund. So these won't be applicable to you if you're an individual, right? And then on the other, you have the option to select like a full service administrator, insurance provider, or hedge fund allocators. Now, these are not applicable in most cases, so what you need to do is scroll down and select your province, right? Then scroll down, ensure your language is selected, then select Start Application. Choose your salutation and complete your relevant contact information. Do you have a different mailing address from what you provided above? If it does, then you select what best applies. Here, provide your phone number. Then come down a little bit and then provide your personal information. This is your date of birth, your marital status, and your tax residency. You're also required to provide your employment information and select your source of wealth. So typically it's from income from employment. Select your base currency. You can choose between Canadian dollars or United States dollars. And then here, you'll be required to set a few security questions. And then once you complete all this information, then select Continue. After you hit Continue, you'll be required to confirm your phone number. So provide a confirmation number and select Submit. Now here, you need to configure your trading account type. Now you can choose between cash or margin account. Now the most common account is margin. That is if you plan to like leverage your account, meaning take out loan against your portfolio. So here I'm just going to select cash, select your annual net income, select your net worth, select your liquid net worth. So here you're going to select your investment objective and intended purpose of trading. So select what best applies. So if multiple, then you can select multiple, right? So here I'm just selecting 2. Select the products that you would like to trade, whether it be stocks or options. So by default, stocks is selected and option is selected, right? So you can turn these off, but by default, you can switch off stock, right? So I'm going to turn off options. Now for stocks, select your experience. I recommend that you select like 3 years experience, because if you don't, you will not be able to advance to the next section. How many trades do you plan to take per year? Let's say a trade per month. So it's let's say 11 to 25. Select your knowledge. You can select good knowledge here. Now on the regulatory information, are non-owners listed on the account employees of any publicly traded company? Select what best applies. Do the owners or non-owners on the account controlled by any publicly traded company? Select what best applies. Now, do you want to enroll in the stock yield program? Now, this option generates additional income for you. So basically, when you join the Interactive Brokers Stock Yield Enhancement Program, your fully paid shares to Interactive Brokers earn extra income. If IBKR borrows your share, you receive 50% of the market base rate, right? So that's an additional way you can generate income from your account. Now, how did you hear about IBKR? Let's say YouTube. Then select Continue. Now confirm your tax residency, right? So depending on your country of citizenship, you may be qualified for tax treaty benefit qualifications, right? So I'm going to certify that I'm a resident of the country below. So here I'm going to select Canada, right? Here is the declaration of your tax residency. Then you're going to scroll down, enter your signature. So your signature is going to be your full name. Check the box and then select continue. Now on the review and sign page, review the information and ensure that you entered everything correctly. Then you're going to scroll down to the end of the page and under agreement and disclosures, click agree and then enter your name again and then select continue. Now your account has been opened and they'll get back to you once your account is approved. So I'm just going to select close. Now the next step from here is that you can go ahead and fund your account. So I've received an email that my account has been approved. So here I'm going to select login and you can continue this step without funding your account. So enter the security code which was sent to your mobile phone number and then select login. So you'll be landed on this page, right? An option to deposit. Keep in mind you don't have to deposit right away, but let's look at the different steps which you can use to fund your account. So you can connect your bank via EFT. So if you select connect, you can enter your banking information manually or select login at your bank, right? So if you select login at your bank, it will then ask you to connect account. Now here I don't have a played account, so I'm going to select continue as guest. And then from the list, you can select whichever bank that you want to use to fund your account. So let's say RBC. Then here you'd provide your client card number and your password. Once you do that and hit submit, it will link your bank account and then you'll be able to make a deposit to your Interactive Brokers account. Now I'm going to exit this because I don't want to fund my account right now. And if you're supposed to make a trade or investment, right? Once you're in your account, you can select trade and select order tickets. Select leave if you're on a different page. And then here you can search for the stock that you want to purchase. So let's say Apple, which is AAPL. We want the stock. Then you would scroll down and here you have the option to buy. You can specify your quantity. Now, one of the great things with Interactive Brokers is that you can purchase fractional shares. So instead of shares, you can say US dollars and then you'll be able to invest $10 into Apple stock. You can set your market type. So most of the time, I go with market. So the trade will be executed almost the same time that you submitted it. And then you just hit submit. However, I do not have any cash on this account, so the order will not go through. Now, if you did not fund your account immediately and you want to fund your account, you can always go on transfer and pay. Select transfer funds. Select deposit funds. And then here you'll get the different options that you can use to fund your bank account. And that's basically it. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.